This is the drive home with TT for the Millwall drive home. Driving home from the Den, where it finished. Millwall 1, Preston 0. Get in there, come on you Lions. Absolutely, completely different from last year against Preston. And what a way to start the season. A fantastic atmosphere. New signings making a difference. You know, just the hard work and effort that was put into it. You can't be, as a Millwall fan driving away, you can't be anything but absolutely over the moon with what you've just seen on that pitch. And did we create loads of chances? No. Did we have loads of shots on goal? No. But then did we concede many shots on goal? No. It was a midfield battle of a game. You know, we did sit back, we do what we normally do, but we done it really well today. Before I say anything else, there's a couple of bits I've got to mention. My grandfather passed away sadly on Sunday night, so Grandad, this one's for you, and that win was for you. Even though you're an Arsenal fan, you know I know how much you enjoyed me going to Millwall. And obviously, I'm going to tell you now, the videos are going to be a little bit shorter, so I'll do a 6 or 7 minute report of the game. Then I'll do another 6 or 7 minute breakdown of each individual player. And then I'll do an opponent's watch, so I'll have a little word about Preston. So I'll break it down into 3 videos because I know the 15 to 20 minute videos are just too long. So there'll still be the same amount of talking, unfortunately for some of you, but it's going to be broken down into more manageable videos, and hopefully that'll work. If it doesn't, I'll try it. If it don't work, it don't work. But so that's where we go. You all over the park today, we had players that just did not stop running, and that, you can't be underestimated the difference that makes into any football side. It doesn't matter what level of football. If you work hard and you try and the atmosphere just brought it all out of the players. You know, they really responded to the atmosphere around them, and it was really good to see. Talk about the goal, because it was a real bit of quality, really. You know, what we've now got in the team. Thompson does what Thompson does, and he manages does a little shimmy in midfield. Then he cuts it out to the left. You know, dribbles on it first, cuts it out to the left to Connor Mahoney, who does a step over, puts in a crackingly dangerous ball. Nearly had a crash there. Thankfully, I didn't. A brilliant ball into the box, and then Jed on the half volley. Now Jed's got a lot of stick from a lot of people, and I don't understand it myself. But he's in the right place at the right time, shows great technique. The keeper's a little bit suspect. He's got, I think, 2 hands to it and pushed it into the top of the net. But we go 1-0 up, and I felt we deserved to be ahead at that stage. We then have had more possession, more chances, you know, balls into the box, corners, free kicks, and we didn't create enough chances, without a doubt. That will be said. But in terms of where we had the ball, I think we did look dangerous. You know, I think both, because don't get me wrong, Preston are an excellent side, and they absolutely ripped us a new one last year. The first 20 minutes of that game was by far the best side, I thought, that come to the Den all season. I rated them very highly, and they tested us today with, you know, they passed the ball around really quickly, and they played the ball across over to Murray Wallace to test him. Well, they tested him, and he came out on top every single time. The guy was an absolute man mountain, and it's tough for me to give a man of the match, but I'll go to my man of the match. My man of the match today was either Murray Wallace or Ben Thompson. He was bombing along, I tell you. But for the fact that we've kept a clean sheet at home and how important it is, it's got to be Murray Wallace. I thought he was excellent today. You know, covering, and like I said, they tested him so many times. Balls into the corner, ball into the corner, over his head, and his shoulders out. They weren't getting round to him, and it makes so much of a difference for our team if we can stop them getting the ball from the byline into the box. If we can force them deeper, force them to the edge of the box and put pressure there, or force them to the corners where they have to bomb it in like from 30 yards. That plays right into the strength of our side, because you've got Pearce and Cooper that win nearly everything in there, and then you've got Murray Wallace and Marlon Romeo covering in behind, because even when it did beat Wallace and even when it did beat Pearce and Cooper, they were there covering it. We'll go to ref watch now. Steve Martin was the referee, and he was absolutely, the only bad thing of the game was his performance. He was a disgrace, an absolute disaster of a performance. First half was bad. Second half, I don't know what he was doing. You know, I think Preston maybe had calls for a penalty where one of our defenders has bumped into him as he's running through on goal. They had a couple of half shots, but we had a guaranteed penalty in the first half that I have no idea how it weren't given. It might have been just outside the box, but it's certainly a foul. The defender's got his arm round Smith's neck, drags him to the floor, nothing's given. Then in the second half, honestly, it's just, you couldn't make it up. One, Cooper's brought to the ground again. You know, the amount of times we see it week in, week out. Cooper's got players all over him. He goes down, he's dragged down, and then somehow the referee's given a free kick to them. And then not only that, 2 fouls within a space of a minute. It can't have been any more than a minute. But Marlon Romeo has beaten a player. He's gone. Jed Wallace beat a player. The number 16, I think it was. He's gone round him. He's absolutely wiped out. Ref correctly gives a booking. Although, you know, I've seen Jed actually himself has been sent off for a tackle that was similar. So he's got a booking there. And then, like I said, less than a minute later, Romeo beats the player to the ball. He goes round him. He's in a dangerous position. The defender absolutely takes him out. And it is a stone wall second yellow card. I have absolutely no idea how he's not given it, but he didn't. And it could have made it so much easier. You know, we had shot. The only thing that I can really, the chances I really remember of them creating was Matt Smith clearing one off the line. I think Fielding had to make one save before he went off injured. There were so many positives about today, so many things to feel happy about, to feel proud of the team that we've now got on the pitch. And a lot of that credit, you know, a lot of that credit has to go to Neil Harris for the players he's brought in, and we've now got strength in depth. You know, you look at it, we've got strength in depth. I felt like if we needed to turn to the bench, Bradshaw's come on in the second half, Ryan Leonard's come on in the second half. Players that can make a difference, and even our backup goalkeeper, Bartosz, come on, didn't have to do much, but he done what he needed to do. So all across the park, I think we matched them well, and like I said, we outworked Preston today, and I think that was enough to get us over the line. Zach, who was your man of the match today?
It was very hard. I weren't there for for the only goal because I was in the toilet.
Yes, you was.
But, I think Jed Wallace should get it because his volley and just his all-round performance was amazing.
There you go. I can't argue with that. So, join me for the next video where I'll literally break down every single player and how I felt that they played. We go on to West Brom next week. It's a good away game. Like I said, Grandad, rest in peace. Thanks for watching the first of 3 videos. 3 points, and I'm not even in the Rotherham tunnel yet. You'll see me probably by the time it starts. We'll be in there. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe to the Millwall Drive Home. Come on, you lions!